So former President Trump pulling a tiny bit ahead in our latest polling in battleground Pennsylvania with those crucial 19 electoral votes. He leads Vice President Harris among likely voters by 1 point. It's been neck and neck in Pennsylvania. These are our very latest Fox polls. They were tied a month ago. They're still within the margin of error here. And here is a look at how close Pennsylvania was last time around. President Biden won by just over 1 percentage point, about 81,000 votes in the state of Pennsylvania. Let's bring in special report anchor Bret Baier, my election night co-anchor, who is doing his show today from Pennsylvania, or as Politico calls it, quote, the whole damn ball game for Pennsylvania. Bret, good to see you this afternoon. I know you have spoken with Governor Josh Shapiro and also with the Senate candidate there, Dave McCormick. What are you learning on the ground in Pennsylvania today, Bret?
Yeah, most importantly, Martha, good afternoon. We are talking to voters, and there are a number of different voters who have different feelings. It's really interesting to talk to folks who think their side has motivation and enthusiasm, and there really is that. And you talk to the experts here on the ground, the local reporters, the political analysts. They say going in that they feel like this is the tightest of them all. However, some of them say that there may be a little bit of enthusiasm on the Trump side just by what they're seeing with the late polls in Pennsylvania. Polls are one thing, but when you talk to folks on the ground, you know, they care about a lot of things. It's interesting that the garbage thing definitely got a lot of attention from people we talked to. Remember that obviously there was the comedian with the Puerto Rican joke, and then President Biden, which kind of took that away and became a Trump issue, almost exactly like the Green Bay speech in which former President Trump said he's going to say something about, even though the women may not like it, he's going to do it anyway. And he said, I'm going to protect you. That riff that he did at that rally was jumped on by the Harris campaign, saying that was condescending and not cool to women. And then Mark Cuban goes on The View and says what he says today. And Susie Wiles, as you noted earlier, the campaign co-chair, says, I'm told Mark Cuban needs help identifying the strong, intelligent women surrounding President Trump. Well, here we are. I've been proud to lead this campaign, complimented by Linda McMahon, chair of the transition policy, and Laura Trump, RNC chair. So, you know, it creates its own backlash within hours of what I think the Harris campaign thought were both items that they were going to jump on.
Yeah, it's like they just keep trying to sort of cancel each other out with the next sort of incendiary comment, and how voters are taking all this into account. I know 59 million Americans have already voted, which is just an astonishing number. You know, Elon Musk has really put a big effort into Pennsylvania with the America PAC in terms of the presence on the ground and trying to help boost the ground game there. Any sense of what kind of impact that has had in your conversations today, Bret?
Well, so the people on either side and either touched in either campaign believe they have the better ground game. Elon Musk is a big part of the Republican ground game, and that judge saying that his, efforts can continue was another win for them. Remember, the Democrats, really since the last election, have been working on this ground game, pouring money in there. That Senate race between Dave McCormick and incumbent Senator Casey, it's now over $500 million. Wow. $500 million.
Incredible.
And that's one race. So imagine, first of all, everybody I talk to is so sick of commercials, so sick of ads. Every second in every TV, it's another political ad. But there's also people knocking on doors on both sides. I think Pennsylvania may be the ball game come election night.
Quick last question for you in terms of when we may get results, because it was slow last time. It took 3.5 days to call Pennsylvania. The governor may have had something to say about that today. What'd you learn, Bret?
Yeah, I specifically asked him about that, and Governor Shapiro said that they made changes, that no matter what, they're going to keep counting. So there won't be any election officials who say, you know what, it's 1 a.m. Let's go home, we'll do it again tomorrow. They're going to keep counting. Yeah, he thinks that, if it's really tight, maybe it's a day, maybe you go into Wednesday night, but doesn't think it's going to last, a week. At least that's an optimistic sense from Governor Shapiro.
We will see. They don't start counting any of the mail-in ballots and opening the envelopes and starting to process them until election morning in Pennsylvania, as we know. So we'll see how it works for them this time. Bret, thank you very much. Looking forward to a special report tonight.
You bet.
And those interviews from Pennsylvania.
I'm Steve Ducey.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.